Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the first episode of Dishing Divas. I'm Betty Washburn, and to my left is New York's plus-size Barbie, Jiggly Caliente.
Hi.
How are you, Jiggly?
Good, baby. I'm good.
I'm Mary Kona, and to my left is New York City's lovable hot mess, Miss Ari Kiki.
Buenos
What's going on?
dias. ¿Cómo está?
What's going on with Powerball?
The Powerball numbers for today are 5, 69, 104, 3.1.
Well, I like that there's 69 in there.
It's going to be much.
Should we dig in, girls?
Let's dig in. So, the first international adaptation of RuPaul's Drag Race just finished and crowned their very first winner, which was a really big controversy. Why don't you tell us about it? They're your people.
Well, it's not really... Okay, so the first international adaptation of Drag Race was in Chile. The show's called The Switch Drag Race. And we actually put together a little video so that our viewers could know a little bit about it. So take a look.
Bienvenidos a The Suite.
Un transformista completo debe preocuparse de su vestuario, de su maquillaje. 30 minutos para estar lista. ¡Vamos, de ahora ya! Hay de todo para poder hacer el personaje ideal.
Encuentro que muy poco tiempo para hacer todo esto. No solamente deberás interpretar a la perfección a una verdadera mujer. Buscamos a un transformista integral.
The Switch Drag Race is the first international adaptation of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Si yo fuera tú, le dejaría. No.
The show pits South American drag queens, mostly from Chile, against each other in challenges involving impersonation, choreography, and live singing.
La inseguridad provoca desafinaciones. ¿Estás nervioso? No. Yo te voy a poner nervioso, perrito. Bueno.
The show combines all the elements of Drag Race and a traditional Latin American game show.
The Switch.
They recently crowned their first winner.
Luz Violeta.
Although a UK drag race is already in the works, Chile becomes a pioneer in competitive drag programming abroad. There was a lot of controversy there because La Botota, one of the runners-up, she was very upset that she didn't win. She also felt like the show ruined her drag career a little bit because she lost her Facebook profile for a while when that whole the like Facebook coming for drag queens thing. They took down her profile for a hot minute. So there was a controversy with that. Then there was a controversy with the fact that the girl who won at one point in the competition wanted to leave.
So she didn't really want it.
No, she sat out an entire challenge.
Yeah.
Hey, being from reality TV.
Yeah.
Did
you
she
know a little bit
really not want to be there, or it was made to look like she didn't
Well,
want
no,
to be
the thing
there?
is on this show, they're not sequestered. They actually get to go home.
That's bullshit.
We figured that out.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Yep.
Hold up.
Yep.
They have to go home?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they do, because they give you, that is
Take
why-
notes, bro, shit. Bitches got their weekly gig still going.
There
I'm
are
gonna be
20
home eating my own food.
There were
Chilling.
24 episodes.
2-hour
That's
episodes.
2 seasons of Drag Race in one.
But the thing is that, they're not sequestered. They just come to a studio to film.
I still can't get over these shake and go wigs.
Yeah, right, though? And so...
But that's just me. It's a lot of Forever 21.
There is a lot of,
Siempre 21.
Charlotte Ruse.
a lot of
Charletta Rusa.
a lot of ready to wear.
I can't talk. Got some Ashley Stewart, some strawberry on right now.
The thing about it is, so the girl who started the controversy, La Botota, was in the top 3. She is kind of like if Bianca Del Rio were known countrywide here.
That is a very, very bold statement to compare.
Right.
Well,
Because
yeah.
Bianca is like, you know,
Well, but Bianca's known for
Sure.
comedy and for
Yeah.
like tearing into people and stuff like that, and that's definitely what La Botota does.
And this girl's good.
And she's very good at it. She'll
Good.
pull up a contestant, like she
She'll
has
read you the filth?
She doesn't read you. What she does is she has a game show that she does with the contestants or the people in the audience. So she'll bring up some contestants, have them do things where they have to crack eggs over their head, but they don't have like they'll put a carton in front of them and it's like Russian roulette because some of them are hard boiled and some of them are not.
That's shady, bitch. I wouldn't do that.
Isn't that
ever.
messed up?
No, bitch. You ain't fucking up my weave or wigs, girl. No, ma'am.
What other countries would we like to see?
Thailand.
No, girl. That would be all transsexuals. They kind of already do. Well,
It could be inclusive.
No, I think it would be no. Honestly, it should be all of Asia, and it should be Asia's next drag race, and Asia's next drag superstar.
Betty and I watched the Drag Queens of London.
Is it an actual show? Like,
It's like a docu-series. It's not a competition.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I kind of wish they would do like All Stars. If my ideal All Stars would be that they all put us in a house and or in a big
It's like real world.
rolling, like real world or road rules that you film us. Could you imagine the
incredible.
the shenanigans,
wigs
the
and toys.
fights? Hold up,
Oh my
how
God.
about the fights? Because it's one thing to like work together. It's a whole nother to live together and work together at the same time. So now you stuck with these bitches 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Child, good luck. And
I would love it if they put the girls on Drag Race in a house. Like that.
depends
would be
on which girls.
That's an untucked.
Don't have all the hotel rooms. Just have them each in a room, and
Or share a
bunk,
room,
or
like
bunk. You know,
It's like Bad Girls Club.
I think it would be.
Oh
really
yeah, that
fun.
would. Oh man.
I can't sleep in the house. Nobody gets.
That would be me. Because if I don't get,
would be you, bitch.
if I don't get the sleep I want, and if they keep bothering me while I sleep, bitch, I'm telling you, nobody's gonna eat or sleep.
I snore. They would hate me. That
tell
would be
Bridget
muffled.
to
I
Airbnb.
snore. Like I don't mind. Like I snore too, but child, let me sleep.
I drool, fart. It's like the Buddhist.
Listen, they would hate us both probably.
So speaking of Drag Race, our thirst has finally been quenched,
Uh-huh.
and the 12 girls from season 8 have finally been revealed after much teasing, Instagramming, dub smashing, all that nonsense.
It's all code
All
for
your
waiting.
speculation.
Waiting.
Bullshit.
And those lists were fantasies.
God, like it's so funny. I love when I see those things because like I remember from my season, they didn't even have me on it. I'm like, fuck. Okay, I was butthurt for that.
Girl, I remember when you disappeared and you came up with a story of like you were visiting family in Canada or something like that.
No, see, I had no, you heard that from somebody else. Somebody that told you to lie because what I told everybody in New York was I was going to Thailand to get work done, to get my vagina, to get my
Pussy de
breasts,
plástico.
and my facial feminization. And everybody believed
Becoming a transformer.
Yeah, I was. I told everybody I was going to complete my transition. Then it happened. So getting back to this. So now all the speculations are out. Now it's now revealed.
Finally.
Or revealed.
Revealed, because it's a brand,
Exactly.
you know.
So
Let's go in a row and name the girls.
well, let's start it with New York City. How
Yeah.
about that? Since this is our city.
Yep.
Acid Betty, Bob the Drag Queen, and Thorgy Thor.
My grandma.
Then we have Cynthia Lee Fontaine
Uh-huh.
and Naysha Lopez.
Ooh, Miss Continental.
Yep. And we also have Miss Naomi Smalls. She's another fierce one.
Then we got Derek Barry.
Yeah.
We got Kimchi.
Work.
Asian. Finally, there was no Asian last season. I'm happy there's an
Right.
Asian this season.
That's the only reason it sucked.
Ooh, God.
And
They spared the Asian talent from having to be on season 7. That's what happened.
Y'all are so.
the gag though is it was a season of realness, but there was not one Asian queen. And Asians can give you that fantasy every fucking time. One little cat eye, and a little lipstick. Looking at you, you a Hamasaki,
Wow.
and a ponytail.
So we have
Shishi Devane,
Yes.
Daxclamation, who is the mother of season 7 winner Violet Chachki.
It's her fault,
Winner.
everybody.
The last two are Layla McQueen and Robbie Turner.
From.
Robbie Turner is from Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So she has to know chinks in them.
Yeah, well, yeah. They work together at Julia's.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
They do.
So what are our thoughts on these girls? I mean, are we
Should we go down
excited?
the
Are we
line?
happy?
I'm really excited to see Naysha Lopez because I think one, she's gorgeous, and it's really nice that a pageant queen, like she's like Roxy, she won Miss. Well, Roxy was Continental Plus. Naysha won regular Miss Continental, and she is gorgeous and super talented. I can't wait. She has beautiful, at least her her gowns, baby. She's amazing. I think she's great. And though this Drag Race pageant queens never do well in Drag Race.
Facts.
Well, because it's not a pageant.
It's not.
It's a competition.
No,
It's
girl.
like it's
Drag
a game
Race
show.
technically is a pageant. Because one, there's a lot of politics involved.
Well.
Two, it's, like you gotta know the right thing to say to the judges.
You would think as a pageant queen you would know what to say to the judges.
Well, no, because they tell you.
I got real adamant for some reason. Because I'm a pageant queen.
No,
I'm Miss Dallas BBQ. I am Miss Brunch.
Titles.
That's an actual title I own.
She actually
Let 'em
did
know,
win Miss
titles.
Brunch.
Let them know titles.
And Miss Barracuda.
Miss Titles.
I think you won Miss Barracuda.
I'm the unspoken one.
What?
I am. I was the first one. I didn't get a tiara. My show got taken away.
Actually,
Wait, was that season 7?
well, I was Miss
Like their
Star
season
Search. How about
seven?
that?
Oh, is it like their season 7? Pretty much.
So
Okay.
back to the girls. I'm excited for, primarily the New York girls, of
Obviously,
course.
of
So,
course.
Acid Betty, who's giving you just like
Club
look,
Kid, yeah.
look, Club Kid, Bob the Drag Queen, and Thorgy Thor, who are just some of my favorite girls in New York.
Well, I will say this. Bob is a comedy genius.
Yeah,
I
yes.
love the name alone, bitch. Come on now. Bob the Drag
You'll never forget it.
You won't.
You'll
You
never
can't.
forget it. He's so funny, so talented, and beautiful to boot.
Yeah.
And then you have just somebody who holds a very special place in my heart. She's a very good friend of mine, is Thorgy Thor.
Okay, cool.
Who gives you just looks, talent, comedy.
She's very avant-garde, and I like that.
Fashion, and I feel like she is
she's edgy. That's
She's
why I like
edgy,
it, yeah.
but she's like a New York queen.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like last season it was like the New York queen. No.
Who was New York Queen's last
Pearl, but she was not from New York.
name? Yeah.
You know, Thorgy Thor is a born and bred New York queen from the ground to the very tippy top of her dreads,
Yeah.
and I cannot wait to see what she does.
Awesome. I can't
So
wait to see her.
excited.
Kimchi. How about, I'm sorry.
Oh, Kimchi.
But from one Asian to another, I'm really excited that Kimchi, and she's not, they've had Filipinos on the show, but now they have a Korean on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Japan before. So now it's kind of cool that Rue is getting all up in Asia. Mm-hmm. She's representing all of us Asian girls, and that's really awesome. And her clothes look so rich. I love it. I'm excited to see this.
Who are you excited for, Miss Ari?
I'm biased as a New York queen. I can only speak for the New York queens. Because I don't know the other bitches that well. I mean, Derek Barry, I know Britney Spears. I hope she has a little bit more talent than Britney. Acid Betty, I've known of, and I've met in passing. She's more out there. I remember going to the Black Party Expo, and she always hosted that, and she was something to watch. Bob I've known since before Bob was Bob. I've known the other...
Can't with a whip.
Oh, I can't wait to win.
Calling out her government name and everything.
Right?
Bob I've known for about... She was an inspiration for me starting out. She was funny, hilarious. We both kind of too much. She's kind of been an inspiration for what I started off as. Not what I'm going for, clearly. But just I enjoy her aesthetic and her humor.
You mean you're not a MAC makeup artist?
Girl, some girl thought I was a makeup artist today on the way here, and that's because the lips weren't on. I'm very pretty before the lips come on. I had a nice Old Navy sweater.
Shade.
I love it.
And then my oral contour came into place, and that kind of ruined the fantasy.
Do we know anything about Lila McQueen?
She's like a mystery.
She's on season 8.
Yeah.
That's a fact, I believe.
She was the one that everybody thought Starlet.
Girl, I
Thank
was
you.
like, I saw so many Bible girl ones.
Right, but it's kind of in that league, where at this point they're picking types of queens.
Okay.
And so she was the one on like that came last in
She was
all
like
of
under the radar.
Yeah, exactly.
So she was like me in my season. Okay, good.
Girl, I was all about your high tops from Payless.
Right though.
Fuck off. They were, first of all, they weren't Payless. They were baby fat. Don't try it.
I'm really excited. I mean, it goes without saying, the New York girls, I am so excited for. I've known Bob and Thorgy for years. Knew Bob before, as has been said before. Thorgy was my roommate in college. She gets all of my love and admiration. And I'm very excited to see my friend on the show. And kind of emotional about it, actually. No
That's
tea,
why
no
you
shade.
turned out the way you did.
But the one of the girl, I mean, I love Kimchi. I love her aesthetic, but I mean that goes without saying. But I've been fangirling on Kimchi for a while now. The one I'm excited about is Naomi Smalls. Naomi Smalls always gives it. She's absolutely gorgeous. I have used photos of her to contour my face, which I probably shouldn't be telling people, because that probably brings her stock down just a tad. But she's gorgeous. I'm excited to see what she can do. And when you put Biggie Smalls' last name at the end of any drag queen, I am there. I'm there for it, girl.
I feel like anything after last season is gonna be better.
Yeah.
I agree.
Y'all are so rude to season 7.
Girl, but we are viewers.
I mean, thank you, Katya. Thank you, Trixie Mattel.
Thank you for your service. Why don't we give our fantasy top 3, starting with Jiggly?
I would love, and y'all are probably gonna hate me for this,
Yes.
I would love Bob, Kimchi, and Naisha to be my top 3.
So it's hard for me with my top 3 because, of course, I want to say all the New York girls.
I'll take that for you if you don't feel
Okay, so those will be yours. Good. My fantasy top 3, of course, are Bob and Thorgy. Bob because I've known him for so long and he has brought me so much joy in my life. Thorgy because she's a stupid, silly clown and I love her. And I also think she's bringing something really different to Drag Race. She is beautiful but funny at the same time and is really stylish in a quirky way.
Okay.
And then my third, would just have to be Kimchi as well because she is just like a really beautiful statue, and I want to see what she has to bring.
So your top 3 are the New York girls?
Yeah, I'm all about Bettina, Roberta, and Georgina.
My top 3 are Barbara, the drag queen, Grandma Thorgus, and Miss Naomi Smalls. I gotta get to know her before I can give her a
Chiquita
different name.
Banana?
I think she's absolutely stunning. That's why.
She's the vanity choice
Okay.
for her.
All right, we talked about who our dream was. Let's be real. Who do we think is gonna be the ultimate bitch?
Oh.
There's one in every season.
The cunt of the season?
The cunt of the season.
Kimchi.
Derek Barry, hands down.
I agree
Derek
with you.
Barry.
But New York girls have a tone to New York attitude has a tone to it.
But these 3 girls are the wrong 3 New York girls to bring in expecting them to be a bitch.
Maybe
the
not
wrong
Acid.
ones.
Acid might throw some shade.
I kind of think Acid might be like a little fierce.
I just feel like Kimchi knows what she has, and so
Instagram followers?
Wow, Nene.
Girl.
You almost made it.
The Asians are always nice, except for Gia.
And it could also be Naomi, though.
I say Acid. You think? Somebody said.
I think it's gonna be like
Derek?
Kimchi.
Derek,
or
hands
Naomi.
down, is.
I don't think Kimchi will be a bitch.
Who's gonna be the
Now, who
ultimate
do you think is
villain?
gonna be the mess, the Jiggly of the season?
Oops. Okay.
I mean,
well.
in all honesty, you lasted, girl.
Yeah, you were a mess.
So you really weren't I mean, girl, that was plotting.
I would think that Derek would excel in Snatch Game though.
Derek?
If she does Britney.
Yeah,
but Brittany
that's
doesn't have
tired.
like.
That gig is so tired.
And
The
also
best
it's like-
example of what you're supposed to do on Snatch Game, if you're watching season 9, girls, is to pay attention to what Alexis Mateo did season 3. That is a
so
master
good.
class in what you're supposed to do on the Snatch Game.
If you want Smush Smush, wasn't gonna work.
I don't know, girl. So since it's our first episode, we figured we wanted to give you a little bit of like drag things that are necessary. So one of the things we wanted to give you was some drag show etiquette. And we figured in light of Bob's suplex, which happened recently, which for those of you who don't know what a suplex is, it's a body slam.
I didn't know what it was.
And other drag queens in New York City who've had other violent disruptions to their shows. We basically just want to give you a lesson on the do's and don'ts of a drag show. Their tip number one is to tip. Bitch, pull out those coins.
I mean, I know we all are working. It's not just fun and games. We all are making a living. Even if it's a single dollar, it is appreciated. It will go towards my MTA fund, so I can ride the subway. No, actually, I don't ride the subway and drag anymore.
No?
I've been obsessed.
Oh, you've upgraded.
I've been a get bitch. It's like Uber. But it's costly. I'm trying to write it off of my taxes this year. Let's see how that plays out.
See, the thing about it is in New York City, you typically don't have to pay to see a drag show.
Correct.
You're there for free. And so, number one is you need to be tipping. And number two is you need to buy a drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a bottle of water or
A Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola. It doesn't
orange
matter what it
juice.
is. Support the
Support the bar.
because if the bar doesn't see the sales go up because of the drag queen, they fire the drag queen.
Right.
So keep that in
The
mind.
drag queens are expected to bring people
crowd.
in. Like that's
Exactly.
it's the free entertainment that brings the drinks. And the thing is, listen, break a 20, go to your bodega, have them give you singles, and
Remember,
have
the bar
your-
has
have your
singles.
drag
Yeah, the
tipping
bar
fun.
has singles.
Yeah.
The bartenders are happy to break big bills.
And
if
if-
it means
and
you're going to
if-
be tipping.
Yeah.
And if it's at least 30 minutes into the show, the drag queen can break the 20 for you.
Of course.
If she's doing a good job.
And there's one thing that we did not cover, which has been happening lately.
Yes.
Do not tip with coins.
I do it only when I want to be shady to drag
always tip with
queens.
coins.
And only if the tin is metal. If it's a metal tip bucket. Because then you hear clank.
Yeah, but you have to do that to the girls you know.
No, but
This is strictly
Like, bitch,
shady between drag queens.
If-
Like,
no,
it's not,
no.
don't do that if you're a random, because you will get knocked out.
So one of the other tips we have here that needs to be said, because a lot of you hoes will be nasty, and I've been one of them, I've done this. You need to make sure that you are giving that love right back. You need to clap. You need to laugh.
Yeah.
You need to give a finger wag, a yes, work, whatever you do it. Because I've done it. I've been at a drag show where I'm just like, I'm not living for what you're doing, so I'm going to cross my arms and I'm going to stare you right in your eye while you do that shitty number.
I've seen
And-
it.
That shitty number I've seen 7.
And that's, coming from the audience perspective, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Drag queens, if you have a weekly show, learn new material.
Right.
You can't come in every week and do the same show.
Right.
That's how you lose a gig.
Right.
That's how the audience gets bored.
Right.
That's how you don't have regulars. My 2-hour show at the venue I'm at every Tuesday, I do at least 18 to 20 numbers.
Wow.
Girl, that's a workout.
It's my gym workout once a week. I sweat. But yes, clap if you like what you're seeing. Scream if you love what you're seeing. If you're getting your life, finger wave, tip. More important, tip. Don't buy her a drink. The bitch works at the bar. She gets free
it for
drinks.
free.
Please. Just give me the $5 to $10 you're gonna spend on that cocktail. I appreciate that a lot more.
Just go there to enjoy this show. You know what I mean? Like it goes without saying. You're there to just have fun.
Yeah.
So find the fun in it. Like seriously, like, and be nice to a drag queen. And if all else fails, show them your dick. Most likely they'll even give you a drink.
Words of wisdom. And never interrupt the show.
Never interrupt
Never
the show.
interrupt. You
Please
stay
don't.
seated until the number
Don't walk across the stage, bitch.
It's not for you.
You're not getting paid to be on that stage. Get the fuck off that stage.
Don't touch a drag queen. Don't,
God, why?
Don't touch her hair. It takes a long time to do this, even if you think it doesn't look very good.
There's 2 things I've had done to me that drives me wild. When they come around, they wrap their arm around me, and I feel the wig get tucked up.
Oh no.
Don't put your arm around me. Secondly, if you have facial hair, even if it's like a centimeter of scruff, when you come and kiss me, air kiss. I don't need an exfoliant right now. I have a show to do. My face needs to stay on for the duration of the show. I know I look like this. It takes me 20 minutes to look this good. Don't fuck with my face!
And with that in mind, when in doubt, sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
I have
up.
a story about kisses.
I've had guys be like, in my country, you suck my dick, and that's how we shake hands.
Oh my God.
And that's how I got a sore throat.
That's where we're gonna move.
So one of the questions I always get is, how do I do my brows that are supposed to be on fleek? And when I tell y'all, this is usually by chance and luck, because sometimes I pray that they're twins, identical, hopefully.
On a good day.
Yeah, on a good day. They're good. Best if they're sisters. You don't want them to be friends, and you don't want them to be strangers in passing. and it's taken a minute to get
Oh my
my
God.
eyebrows to the way they are. But I use a brush, and I either use a gel liner, a gel like pot thing from eyebrow thing. The best one to use right now is Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that bitch is all about brows.
But I lost mine. So I've been using my, it's from Ben Nye, and it's just one of my eyeshadows, and it's Eggplant, and I just spray a little bit of setting
Yeah.
spray on my brush. I dip it into my eyeshadow, and then I draw my brows.
At the end of this episode, at the bottom of the screen, we're gonna have a GoFundMe so we can get Jiggly some more Beverly Hills Anastasia.
Now I've just been so lazy, I haven't bought.
So you don't. So you don't use a cream and then set it. You just
No, I use like
you turn it into like a watercolor.
I want to
That's
turn
a
into
good
watercolor,
idea.
and I add on as I go. Yeah, and then I clean it up with with my concealer brush. After I clean up the edges and stuff, if I mess up, if my eyebrows are uneven and fucked up, I tilt to the side.
I'm all about not like when my cat eye's not together, and I always catch it on the elevator ride out of the office, and I'm just like, fuck. So all the photos are like, just one, just like the tip of one, and like the side. Hey girl, this one's good.
That's why it's good to wear big hair, because then you can just push it in front of your face.
I don't like that. Looking like the bitch from The Ring.
Just one side. You just push one side, whichever the bad one.
The
you
bad
just-
brow.
I tried that once and it did not work, and there were photos to prove it.
But most of my like.
The early years, months.
Formative years.
So with season 8 on the horizon, and everybody at Twitter about Drag Race, a season 7 queen has resurfaced on the internet, and while she was waiting for her pizza delivery at home.
And that's why her phone buzzed.
Exactly. Jasmine Masters got on her phone, recorded a video, basically slamming Drag Race and yelling and screaming about how
Neighing and
Drag
kicking her
Race-
feet. Hooves.
Exactly. Ooh.
That was unstable. Wink.
You were very bothered by it, or you had a very strong opinion. So why
I
don't you
haven't.
tell
Well,
us?
okay. My thing is this with the video. I think it's very misdirected.
Well, but what is she saying in the video?
She was saying about she feels that when people ask her about where to get this and that, and she doesn't know, people call her shady, or if she tries to give advice. It's a very misdirected video. I think the title was more for attention and her frustrations on certain girls being able to get away with what they get away with on stage and making the money they make.
Right.
I think the umbrella of what drag is, after being on the show, this is something I've realized, because prior to Drag Race, I was just like, oh, pageant queens are the shit, because that's what I wanted to be like. But then I see that the umbrella of drag is so much bigger than what I thought it was supposed to be. There's comedy camp queens, there's parody queens, there's the girls who sing live, the chanteuses, there's the girls the goth girls, the edgy Brooklyn, Lower East Side, edgier girls, and then the Latin queen. The Latin community in drag is so different from the regular pageant queens on their glamour. It's like they're all walking novelas. The girls are gorgeous. Yeah, they're gorgeous.
All encompassing.
No, well, not that one. But
Escándalo.
like if you, I followed the girls from Puerto Rico,
Cabello.
bitch, and all those girls are so snatched, so done.
They are.
There's room for everybody, and I just, and after Drag Race, the girls, we are at the platform and at the liberty to customize our drag to our own liking. Look at Adore, look at Thief. Fifi switched it up.
Yeah.
She went from pageant showgirl to the queen of cosplay.
Amazing though.
Yeah.
See her 365.
My
It's
God.
a different
Aggie.
week.
And no one can touch Fifi now.
None,
Like,
nobody.
Don't even try and come for her.
Right.
Don't.
Like-
Then there's like girls like even Sharon has evolved since Drag Race. Sharon was the goth queen and all that. But if you look at Sharon's pictures lately, the bitch is fishy.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's soft now.
Thank you. Willem has gotten better after Drag Race.
Girl, that Miss Fame beat did her everything she needed in her life.
No, but prior to Miss Fame beating her face, Willem is actually like painted and dusted. We all evolved from Drag Race. Drag Race is like Pokemon. You start off as what you are, you come out something else, bitch.
The show, if you are willing to learn from it, will help you. I mean,
Absolutely.
And to be relevant and that it itself is a fucking job. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Nobody.
70 of you now, right? It's 70 something.
There's only 7 winners.
No, but I'm saying it's 70 of you bitches competing
No,
for
there's 100. Now with season 8 included, there is 100. We are just a representation of where we come from, or a
or what you grew up on.
the style we grew up on. So we all evolve. I mean, like I said, if you don't work, or if your work ethic has there's girls who've been eliminated first, bitch. Shangela, how about that?
Yep.
Whose career, and she came back, and her career even
skyrocketed.
Season, when she went home first, Shangela toured the fuck out of the country, being the first girl to go home. So that's not an excuse. I think that you make the best of what you get out of the show, and on top of that, you build from it.
But the thing is, I think in the defense of the girls who go out first, the audience doesn't get to know you well enough to care for you.
Right.
Yeah.
In that defense, Shangela was the only one who really had that opportunity. Ru hasn't asked for another girl to come back since.
True.
Nobody else has auditioned. Shangela auditioned for season 3.
You don't think anyone else has resubmitted?
I don't think so. Hopefully for season 10, Ru brings back every single bitch that went home first. And then let them fight for a shot. How about that?
I don't know that.
No, I would say
season.
the first 2 out.
No, girl, because you already had 1 episode to do something. So if you by the 2nd episode you do shit, go home.
I would make it a season of itself, like a kind of like a special season.
Redemption.
Redemption. Redemption. Hello. Trademark.
Wait,
Call it now.
Can we sell that to her now? Because we said it first. Or
think
you,
so.
you said it first.
I didn't say it first.
Girl,
Anyway.
World of Wonder would steal that right underneath
Fishing
you.
Diva said redemption.
What
is ours
swept
now.
out from under you. But what I was gonna say with Jasmine Masters is I feel like she's been doing videos on her phone since before she was on Drag Race, bitter about not having gigs. And I remember her posting a video, I think right after Drag Race, she's like, I did this show so I could get more money for gigs. And totally valid. But now you're bitching because bitches in panties and underwear are probably getting more money than you. And I get it, your drag is different, it's a different aesthetic. There's tons of queens who are still making it work. Harmonica Sunbeam is an older drag queen, and she is still out there working, hustling. Bitches in other countries. Like, it's what you make of it. So if you want to be bitter on your iPhone and just keep on making those videos, that's going to rub you the wrong way out there for everyone else. No one's going to want to book you for being bitter.
My last bit of information for Jasmine Masters. Bitch, if you're going to make a video, put your phone on airplane mode.
Oh my God.
You could have been missing a gig. Okay?
Really,
Your
though?
phone rang 3 times.
Oh,
during that phone call.
I didn't even get through the
During
video
that
that long.
Oh, because I stopped it. I had to go back. I had to go back and rewatch it because I stopped it when the first phone call started.
Thinking
I
it
was
was
like,
yours.
this bitch. No, not because I thought it was mine. I was like, this bitch didn't even answer the phone. Like, you couldn't stop and be like, let's start over. Let's start over. Let me collect my thoughts.
Right.
Nope.
In spite of that, I hope Jasmine Masters has a nice Valentine's Day. Which brings us to our next segment.
Yeah, I like
Yay.
Valentine's Day. Lies. I hate Valentine's.
Single for 5 years.
So you have no plans for this Sunday?
Pussy parched for 2. I'm on Grindr right now.
Look for her. Valentine's Day is this Sunday, and we were curious if you girls had any plans.
I usually leave it up to the last minute because I wait for the best offer that comes.
Work.
I do. I'm not stupid. Fuck that. I want to see the guy who's going to spend the most money on me on Valentine's is the one who gets the cookies.
Yeah, stack your cookies up. What will it take for someone to just snatch you up day before Valentine's?
Dallas BBQ, chicken wings.
What are we looking at? What
Alcohol.
does the prize package look like?
Okay, to be honest, does he have a car? Will he be able to get me around, you know? Because I'm most likely going to dress real pretty. I'm going to be in heels, so I'm not taking the fucking train. So, you know. And he has to be cute, so because I have to look at him all night long.
And what kind of food are you having for dinner?
I'm not going to really have anything because I'm going to, you know, I'm planning on getting
You're
it
gonna
in.
eat later.
I plan on getting, you know, but I just want to be taken somewhere nice. Just saying.
So where you can
A
look
Red
at,
Lobster will not do.
where you can look at the pretty food.
Yeah, I'll look at I switch it around.
Yeah.
The aquarium.
I'll have a bite or two.
Fishy.
No, at every date, like I really just switch the food around and like take 1 or 2 bites.
Girl, I'll be inhaling. Fuck that. You buy me a fleet before we go to your house.
Fleet Enema, correct?
Correct.
Wait, they have to buy the fleet?
If you want the cookies, why not? Investment.
You better be Enema of the State.
Girl, that is your own fault. You should take care of
You're
that.
taking me out to dinner. You know what you want. I'm not gonna be picky. I want my food. Girl, are you gonna have a side salad? That's not cute for Valentine's Day.
Like I'll have a little bit of bread, maybe like I'll go like I'll nibble a little bit, but I don't, you know.
No, not satisfactory.
That's not cute for Valentine's Day.
Hello, hi.
Do we have plans for Valentine's Day? I don't think we do.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday,
It's
so
the Lord's Day.
we'll probably be hanging around in our underwear styling a wig like every other day of the week. So there you go.
When you're married, that's romance. Actually, no, it's whoever empties the dishwasher is the winner of Valentine's Day.
Yes! I'll keep that in mind.
See, I'm thinking
You're
about.
not getting off that easy this year.
I'm thinking about trying to do like a friends.
Friendsgiving.
I was gonna say Friendsgiving, but that's not right. Friends in Days Day. Fraggle Rock.
Dr. Frank.
Friends-in-Times Day?
No.
Frankenfurts.
No,
They can bring
ma'am.
friends, yeah.
Well, like half of my friends are single. I'm just like.
I have single friends too, but I'm not
There's
trying
a
to spend
name
time
for
with
that. It's
them.
But like, I appreciate my friends and I love my friends. So I kind of want to.
Oh no, ma'am, bitch! I want to get my whole punch. No, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure I'm not getting my whole punch. Maybe my punch card at work is gonna get punched faster.
Frequent buyers.
Girl, go on Grindr,
I have been on Grindr, girl.
Craigslist, something.
This is a little sketchy for me.
Arrows.com.
Who is she?
I've thought about like putting up escort ads as like a TS,
Madison.
like chicken dick, but like hairy stuff.
Chicken dick?
Okay, well, I mean, this.
I'm sorry,
Come down to Chick-fil-A.
She said chicken dick? That is a
Politically correct.
delicacy, my dear.
Dating alone is stressful. Being transgender, it's hard because like sometimes like what bothers me sometimes is like the stigma that these men get if they date a trans woman. They feel like you're still dating a guy. It's not the case, but
But it's the social stigma and the social construction.
I just think, but there are some men I'm not gonna, there are some men who just don't give a fuck, and they don't mind dating a woman, a trans woman out in public, and those are the kind of guys I deal with. So I'm like, I'm not playing with the DL thing because I'm like,
That's never cute.
bitch, unless you're fucking LL Cool J or fucking Michael Ealy or Channing Tatum, that's the only way I'll put up with a closet case fuck.
Not a lookalike. You actually have to be those men.
I'm talking about if it was Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you gotta be really specific because you know those impersonators.
Hello,
are gonna
I'd be like, you
knocking
know
on your door.
what? Like, child, boo-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, the worst is though is like when like I don't really tell guys that I was on Drag Race when I date them.
And you get clocked outside?
I do get clocked, and people are like, "Can I take a picture?" Like I dated a guy who was like, who did like he didn't know about me being on Drag Race for almost like a
Yeah,
year.
because a straight guy, quote unquote, wouldn't be like
Yeah, he
on
didn't
top of
know.
that.
Yeah, but like he had to Google it.
Well, how did he get clocked? Like, how did it happen?
Because of people, we would go on dates, and he would be like, people would come up to me like, "Jiggly, can we take a picture?" I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna say no.
Were you in full geesh when you would go out?
No, I mean,
I mean, you're always in geesh to a degree, but I'm saying like.
I'm always dusted.
Right. No, I'm aware.
Yeah, like,
Even in the airport, bitches painted.
beat to capacity.
Work. That flight is ready to go.
No, so I hid it for so long, and he was just like, "Well, who's there?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." It was just like, and people would take pictures. So one day he just Googled it, and
Because they would come out like, hey, Jiggly, because I'm sure you don't tell them your name is Jiggly.
obviously,
So they're like, what the fuck is Jiggly?
exactly. And I was like, so he Googled it, and then one day I came to the house or to his place, and I see it on the coffee table, and it's like,
You see one on the coffee table.
girl, Drag Race season 4 DVD. And he was just like, I wanted to find out. You wouldn't tell me. And I was like, well, like he figured it out. And he's still up to this day. Was like, I never saw you out of makeup. Yeah, you saw it on the show. And any guy who dates me, I'm like, child, You met the doll. You saw the doll. You ain't gonna see the one behind. No.
You're the
It ta-
fantasy 24/7.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're not gonna see Barbie at the manufacturers in China before she's in the pink box.
With no
child,
makeup.
it is a workout. Let me tell you
Oh,
how it is a
wow.
workout for me to date a boy. Because
It's a procedure.
I always have like an extra, like a ponytail or an extra wig in my purse.
I'll pop it on.
Makeup. Yeah, girl, I swear to God, like just like I wake
You
up.
keep your Sophia
If I
business.
sleep over, I wake up earlier and then like go to take a shower, like redo my makeup
And she comes into the bedroom like,
and lay back down like. I woke up like this, bitch. Fuck yeah, I'm not stupid. And all tea, all shade. That's why I'm high maintenance. Because if I'm looking like a doll, as long as I do for a boy, bitch, you better treat me like a motherfucking princess.
That's
Hello.
right.
And that's why I'm still single.
welcome to the club.
There you go.
I'm on Grindr just for shits and kikis.
Oh, I'm not on Grindr. I don't have Grindr. So I'm just letting everybody know now. I do not have Grindr. So if there's a Grindr that says Jiggly, it's a lie. It ain't me.
I'm gonna make a fake profile for her.
Or whatever her name is. These are just
I'm gonna make a fake profile for her.
Put her on recon. With that, this has been the first episode of Dishing Divas.
You can find me on Facebook as Jiggly Caliente Brooks or on my Instagram and Twitter as Jiggly Caliente. Well, on Instagram it's Jiggly Caliente Official because somebody stole my name.
Ooh.
But Jiggly Caliente on Twitter, Jiggly Caliente Official on Instagram.
You can find me, Arikiki, ARIKIKI, on Twitter, Arikiki_hot mess. Instagram, Arikiki_AKA_Marty MARTI. On Facebook, you can just use my slave name, Marty Balaveras. Marty with an I, Balaveras with one S. It's spelled ball over ass without the extra S.
It's a little less work.
It's a little less work. It's the last S is for shitty. On Grindr, I'm Ari Kiki. You can find me at Boots and Saddles every Tuesday at 8 o'clock for Tacky Tuesdays. You can find me at Stonewall Inn every Sunday at 10 o'clock for Stonewall Invasion. I'm usually there serving cocktails and sneakers, and I usually do a number or two, and I get paid anyways. And that's all that matters.
You can follow Grizzly Kiki on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So until next time,
If
if you dish it, we'll serve it.
Yeah.